Legend has it Fort St. John is full of treasures buried.
Kinda. Listen to Moose FM on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 7:50 for clues to find the loot in Fort St. John.
It's fueled by Brad's Furniture and Appliances, Arctic Spas, TNT Communications, Friendly Pets, Bronze Flooring, Done Like Dinner, Murray GM, and Micro Consulting.
You're on the Moose. I'm your Bud the Dove, and I'm joined now by Heather, Grace, and Tristan, who are all with Neat's Camp Wildlings. How's it going this morning, guys?
Oh, we're doing good.
Awesome.
Thank
you. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I'm very excited for this big interview with three people here. So, Camp Wildlings, I'll be honest, we've talked about this last year when I was here. I wasn't sure it would be able to happen this year, so it makes me very happy that it can happen. So, but it is happening a little bit differently because of COVID-19, Heather. So why don't you tell us a bit about some of the changes you guys are making to the camp to keep it safe for everybody who participates?
Yeah, so this year we've kind of been out and about and exploring the forest and going through and making sure that it's safe, of course, because not only have we had COVID this year, but we've also had some really interesting weather already this summer with all of the rain, I'm sure, as everyone knows. Are sure always so we're getting a little bit tired of it. But yeah, we've been in and around the forest looking for new spots to go wild. But with COVID this year, things are definitely going to be a lot different. We have a COVID plan in place where good frequent sanitization of all of the tools that the wildlings use. So in the forest, they have like hatchets and they have hammers and saws and all kinds of neat gadgets that they can just go wild with and explore. But this year, we're going to be sanitizing those and making sure that everything's safe before a new camper touches them. And we're also going to be running in packs this year versus just a big so what that means is instead of having in the forest, we're splitting them up into groups of 5. So it just minimizes contact between campers and just makes sure that we can all maintain the social distancing, of course, to the guidelines of Dr. Bonnie Henry. And we also have a checklist when campers do arrive at camp. And that's going to ask them different things like if you have fever, if you have chills or shortness of breath, all of the COVID-19 symptoms that are being listed. We just ask that if any campers do have any of those symptoms, that they stay home. We are also asking that any campers do not go out of province, especially to Alberta, within 14 days of coming to camp. So if they have gone out of province, we just ask that they stay home and kind of self-isolate and quarantine for those 14 days before they do come to camp.
Oh, we're getting a bit of a delay on you there, Heather. I think you said make sure the campers quarantine for 14 days kind of before they get to camp there. So, Tristan, yeah, I understand you're brand new to kind of Camp Wildlings as a, I guess, camp counselor. That may not be the correct term, but anyway, why don't you tell us a bit about introduce yourself first and then tell us a bit about who can register? How old do you have to be able to be into Camp Wildlings, and how do you get registered?
Yes, so I'm new this year. It's my first year with NEAT, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm excited to get out there with the kids. Registration this year is still open, actually. We have 2 age groups of kids. One we call our littles. They're kids that are going into kindergarten and coming out of kindergarten, so kind of 4 or 5-year-olds. And then our older group, our bigs as we call them, are kids in grade 1 to 6, so ages about 6 to 12. And right now, the first week of bigs is full and the second week of littles is full. So registration is still open for the other 4 weeks of bigs and 2 weeks of littles. I'm new to camp this year. I'm looking forward to getting out there. It's a totally different new experience for me. I think we've already gotten groups of kids sorted together, and I think I'm really excited to meet my kids that I'm with this year.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us on this, and thanks for doing all that neat stuff you do at Camp Wildlings, or you're going to be doing. Grace, as I understand, you're also new to Camp Wildlings, so why don't you tell us a bit about yourself, and apparently you've got an online store for the swag for the Wildlings to check out once they're into it, hey?
Yeah, we do. So we have an online store this year for all kinds of wildling swag.
Mm-hmm.
We have bandanas, t-shirts, water bottles, hats, and some really cool backpacks in a lot of different colors. The store is pre-sale, so it closes for orders on July 12th, and then everything is sort of made, and it'll be ready for pickup by the beginning of August.
I see. So you're going to have to get your orders in kind of quickly if you want to have it in time, or to have it at all, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, it definitely sounds like Camp Wildlings always fun. I've known a few parents who've had their kids in it, and they just have a blast. So I know I'm really looking forward to hearing stories about it from those kids. And yeah, if you want more information, you just go to neat.ca. They've got a Camp Wildlings page on there where you can fill out any all the information to get registered. Anything else you want to add before we wrap it up here, Heather?
No, we're just looking forward to having some returning campers and some new campers to just go explore and go wild this summer. Of course, it is a scary pandemic that we're going through, but we just want to make sure every camper that's able to offer in previous years, and just really let the kids get outside and enjoy what nature has to offer versus just being at home in front of a TV.
Absolutely. All right. Again, neat.ca for more information and to register. Thank you very much for joining me, Heather, Grace, and Tristan today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
This is Moose Country.